what are we doing here?
Just wait.
For what?
Wait. Well, what do you think? We should get into this.
We don't know anything about it.
I do.
No, you don't.
If DuPont can't control Chrysler, how can he hope to topple Henry Ford, who continues to grow more powerful by the day? Now selling 1 million Model Ts in just 1 year.
When you're at that level, and you've had all of that success, and you have all of this money, there's a mindset that you're almost invincible. You're almost your own nation state.
Henry Ford's success is built on his singular, unyielding vision, a vision that few at the company would ever dare challenge.
Is he in?
Yes, but he's busy.
There he is. Busy?
I hear you haven't been to work all week.
I'm working all the time. Dad. Get your coat.
Why?
I want to take you somewhere. Dad, please?
Edsel Ford was the only child of Henry Ford. One of the things that separated the two men, Henry and Edsel, was the fact that Henry was a self-made man. He came from nothing and created his fortune. Edsel had everything given to him.
Oh, what is it?
This? It's a novel. Age of Innocence. I think you'd like it.
So for Edsel, think of this. On his 21st birthday, he was a child who was given $1 million in gold.
Age of Innocence.
When you have children, you hope and you pray that they want to take on and appreciate everything that you've given them. But most of the children won't want to take on the business, and they may want their own identity. They say the first generation makes it, the second enjoys it, and the third destroys it.
What is this place?
Trust me. You'll see. Just about here.
Well, what are we doing here?
Just wait.
For what?
Wait. Well, what do you think? We should get into this.
We don't know anything about it.
I do.
No, you don't.
For Edsel, the pressure of being a Ford is immense. He believes the only way to earn his father's respect is to build something of his own.
Like all kids his age, Edsel was obsessed with the Wright brothers. He was obsessed with the idea that humans could take flight using machinery. I think from a very young age, Edsel had this idea that he could do for airplanes what his father had done for motor cars, and that was his destiny.
Though it's been almost 20 years since the Wright brothers took flight at Kitty Hawk, planes remain novelties.
At that time, flying for the public was a curiosity. They would go out to field when an airplane came through town, and what they were watching was to see if the airplane would crash. And this really emphasizes the state of flying at that time. It wasn't safe.
Henry Ford has no interest in aviation as a business.
Nothing supplanted the automobile for Ford. The car and the driveways where Henry Ford's eyeballs always were.
He agrees to give Edsel money to build a plane, but for one reason: to teach him the benefits of hard work.
Henry Ford was the quintessential self-made man, and he always saw his son as a creature of privilege, that he didn't have grease on his hands, that he was a white-collar man, not a blue-collar one. And this annoyed Henry Ford about his son.
Pass me the pencil.
But Edsel sees aviation as an opportunity to usher his father's company forward.
That could actually work.
I think Edsel Ford saw the promise of aviation before most people did. He thought this could be a real business.
Now, after months of development, Edsel is ready to show the results to his father. If he succeeds, he'll prove once and for all he's worthy of the Ford name.
I think we're on it.
We're ready. Great. So in good conditions, we're looking at a range of, what, 400 miles?
Yeah, something like that.
Good. Okay, let's give him a show. Ready? Thanks for coming.
Oh, we got a good day for it.
We just dropped in a new engine. It's got twice the horsepower, but we haven't had a chance to fire her up yet. I'm sure once we dig in there, we
It's
can...
okay. Just keep at it. Now, first models, they always have a few kinks.
You would know, right?
That I do. What a disaster.
3 months after Chrysler turned the automotive world upside down, another young innovator is looking to do the same in aviation. Edsel Ford wants the Ford company to build planes, and after a failed demonstration, he's more determined than ever to show his dad he can succeed.
Henry Ford was a difficult father. He was a stern taskmaster. He didn't suffer fools lightly, and he put a lot of stress on Edsel to be an achiever.
Edsel keeps pushing his team.
This is too big. We gotta make this. It's not gonna. You know what? That could actually work.
And in April of 1924, the hard work pays off.
think this is it.
Nice. It's a solid piece of work.
There's a but.
Where's the market?
While he's pleased with his son's effort, in the end, Henry Ford is left feeling he spent a fortune for nothing. There's no way to make money with planes, but that's about to change. The answer will come from an unlikely place: the post office. Since the days of the Pony Express, the government has looked for ways to speed up mail delivery. First with stagecoaches, and then trains. Now they look to the skies with airplanes.
There was an immediacy of life in the 1920s that hadn't existed before. You could speak via telephone to your friend who lives 2 states over. If you wanted to hear something that was happening in another part of the country, now you could listen on the radio. People get used to this. Expectations change with time.
The whole notion of airmail, it's about speed of communication. I mean, everything gets better when you can communicate faster. And I think air was perfectly suited to do it.
The post office sees airmail as its future, and they decide to outsource the job.
In 1925, the Airmail Act comes out, and this is the government deciding, the post office deciding to hand over flying airmail routes to private individuals.
If we get these contracts to go out, mark my words, the airmail business will flourish.
As word of the Airmail Act gets out, one man recognizes this could be a gold rush.
We should get into this.
Where's the market? Mark my words, the airmail business will flourish.
Ford knows he needs to act fast to scoop up the airmail contracts before anyone else. Ford spends millions to roll out a fleet of planes and clears 240 acres near his River Rouge plant to build a whole new kind of transportation hub.
The Fords were the first to lay the first concrete runway, and they're creating the modern airport.
It's all to show the government that Ford Aviation is ready to fly.
You can't be an entrepreneur and build a business without taking risk. Taking risk is absolutely a critical part of building a business, especially one that's been untested before.
Henry's bet pays off. Ford Aviation wins a major airmail contract.
Henry Ford was one of the few people who saw potential in airmail. When airmail first began, the post office is paying $3 a pound, and there were 800,000 pounds of mail being shipped in the United States. By 1929, that number had increased to 8 million pounds. So you can see there's a tremendous potential there for profit.
Soon, Edsel's planes are flying mail across the country, and Ford Aviation is raking in the profits.